everybody, for this week's discussion we were asked to pick a piece of artwork from the Renaissance period and one piece from a previous period and compare and contrast the two different pieces of art. So from the Renaissance period I chose the sculpture named David by Bernini, and I'm going to leave all of the images of the sculptures down below so you can compare it yourself. The figure in the sculpture is depicted as a male figure from the Bible named David. He was in a battle against a giant. The sculpture shows David in the middle of a backswing as he was prepared to fling a stone at a biblical giant, Goliath, which would allow him to behead the giant and kill him. When looking at the sculpture, you can see the detail of David's splayed limbs, twisting torso, and intent emotions displayed on his face. The emotions underlying in his face showed the drama and the struggle he had in the battle with Goliath, and the emotional intensity of Bernini's art is key. When comparing a sculpture to a sculpture from the Greek period, you can see major similarities. So the sculpture from the Greek period I chose to compare and contrast was the Laocoon group. The Laocoon was a Trojan priest who warned against bringing the wounded horse into Troy during the Trojan War. Later, he and his sons were attacked by serpents as an act of the Trojan interpreted as a sign of the gods' disapproval of Laocoon's prophecy. Wow. In the sculpture, there were 3 figures rather than in the first sculpture there was just one. And the human form in both sculptures are very similar and display a lot of emotion, especially on their face and their body. Both sculptures are sculpted out of the same material, which is marble. And both of the sculptures display movement, strong facial expressions, and strained muscle movements that express emotional and physical anguish. While the two sculptures at first glance can look different, the key elements that make it are very similar. The key element in both sculpture for me was the emotion that was intact in their face and their body, and just the overall detail that made it realistic, and it's expressed the emotions truly. So overall, both sculptures, David and the Laocoon group, have the same underlying subject matter and display similar qualities even though they were created in different time periods. Thank you.